Hello guys, it's William from YouTube, and today I got an episode for you. This is about a landlord and a tenant dispute. And with all the moratorium going right now in America, the CDC has stopped evictions to be carried out until January the 1st, 2021. That is for America. For Canada, we've already opened up our courts since June, so evictions have been started a long time ago. But in the case of America, I have some American properties. There has been evictions being held up to 2021. So people have come up with creative ways to exercise their landlord power to do evictions. They know they can't do any lockouts or turn off any utilities or anything of that sort with self-help evictions. This landlord came up with a good idea of getting his tenant to agree for a boxing match. So I'm guessing if the landlord and tenant agree to have a boxing match, that means that the tenant would leave if he wanted to do a boxing match. So the tenant will have the ability to cast out his frustration on the landlord. And let me show you guys the video. Now, if you look at the video, this looks like some kind of ghetto eviction. But at least he gets back his property, even though he got knocked out cold. That was the landlord. He got knocked out cold. But once he got the tenant and the landlord to agree to it, that they would do a boxing match and then that would be served as the eviction, that means he gets to leave. But the landlord is going to win in this because he's going to get a lot of money from all the views. Right now, his video is becoming viral and he's making thousands of dollars from this video. So he got his money back. But and all this time I could have came up with something like that, but right now I've been doing cash for keys. So I've been offering tenants cash for them to just leave the apartment so that I can re-rent it or just leave it vacant. So it's worked for a couple of tenants so far, so I'm hoping that it works for the rest of them. I just offered them cash for them to leave. And, that's the only thing we really can resort to until the moratoriums. And even if they do remove the moratoriums, we still have to do the whole eviction process. So this is a great offer to have tenants leave quickly by just giving them money to go. Or I guess I could try the boxing match, see if any of my tenants will, do one round of boxing. And once you do one round of boxing, which is, I guess, 3 minutes long, then you have to leave the apartment after the boxing match, no matter what the outcomes are. But at least you get your option to duke out your frustration on William. And I know how some of y'all like to call me slumlord, but you can take out your frustration. But, if I do win and I knock you out, then that's your own fault for taking up that contract. But you still gotta leave. That's a good idea. But you know why they're having a difficulty with paying rent is because in America they've only received one stimulus package, as opposed to Canada. We've been receiving $2,000 per month. Doesn't matter if you owe child support or if you owe back taxes. In Canada, everybody got $2,000 to pay their bills. But in America, they've only received one check since March 2020 of $1,200. They can still apply for unemployment, but that's not what I'm getting at. We have unemployment also in Canada, but I'm talking about everybody in Canada got a check. Didn't matter as long as you were a citizen. But in America, no. If you owed child support, or if you had back taxes, or you never did your taxes for several years, in America they would not give you a stimulus check of only a measly $1,200. So really, they're really not getting any support from the government. So now, when you compare it to other countries, Canada's not the only one that's given support to their citizens. You see, Japan got $930 per month. Singapore is giving out $422 per month. Hong Kong is giving out $1,280 per month. South Korea is giving $820 per month. Costa Rica is getting $220 a month. Even a poor country like Costa Rica is giving their people money every month. But America can only spare $1,200 for some of their citizens, not all of them, which I find that's ridiculous. That's why they're still having this moratorium. They're just trying to hold it back, kicking back this bucket, hoping that it'll get better. But only the longer that they hold this moratorium, the more it's going to get worse for this housing crisis. Because once they lift off this moratorium, oh boy, there's going to be a housing crisis. And right now, if you're an investor like me, you're saving up money because you're waiting for this housing crisis. They said it's going to be worse than 2009. So when we're picking up houses for $2,000-$3,000 in Buffalo and Cleveland, I can see it's going to be worse than that. Just pay the taxes, you can take my house. So that's how bad it's going to be. So I can't wait for this great opportunity, as Warren Buffett always said. When there's blood on the streets, that's where you see the opportunity. So I can't wait. So, and the thing is, some of these tenants can pay rent. You know, they get SSI, SSD, welfare. But because of this moratorium, they're using it as a shield for their irresponsibility. So even those people are not paying rent, even though they can pay rent. So they're not suffering from any financial crisis. They just don't want to pay rent because of the moratorium. But when that ban is lifted, they're also going to be getting evicted. So you see, what's going on right now is because of this uncertainty, all these landlords, if you go on Craigslist, they are doubling their rent. They're asking for extra months for rent payment for accepting any new tenants. And also, you know, they're finding creative ways to add late fees, surcharge fees, you know, overstay fees. Landlords are getting ready because they know the eviction is going to be lifted January the 1st. So they're adding a lot of extra fees. And I know there's going to be garnishments going on. So, you see, this moratorium is giving us a taste of really communism, really. You know, the state is taking control of your private business as being a landlord, and you're renting it out. Yeah, see, the government's taking over and telling you that you can exercise your right as a landlord. So you're really getting a taste of communism right now. Not really democracy. Anyways, guys, this is Willie from YouTube. This is my rant of being a landlord in this moratorium eviction. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This is William from YouTube. Bye-bye.